Welcome to America. I really wanted to share this vlog with you guys because it brought me so much joy to visit my friend Olivia to Atlanta, Georgia. And we just did so many small things together, just living life, thrifting, cooking, enjoying small moments of everyday life because as adults it is so hard to see your friends and especially those who live far away. So this vlog is in honor of friendships.
It's 5 a.m. in the morning and I can't sleep. So I arrived to America yesterday. And it was 8 p.m. Atlanta time. And now it's 5 a.m. and I can't sleep because my entire travel door to door. So I left France, Lyon at 4 a.m. and I arrived on the next day at night. So it was quite a long travel and I cannot adapt to the time zone. I thought I would because I haven't slept for almost 2 nights in order to arrive on the right schedule, but for some reason I just woke up at 5 a.m. and I was not able to sleep, so I made myself a cup of tea. I'm super hungry because for the entire trip I only ate snacks. For some reason my body was just really feeling like blah, like you know when you cannot stomach food. I wasn't nauseous but almost, so I haven't eaten the food that was served on the plane. So I ate some date energy balls, then I ate a little bit of Doritos, then I ate some grapes. I have bought a lot of snacks. I think the people around me might have laughed because I was eating the entire flight but only snacks. So I might just stay in bed for a few hours until everyone wakes up, have a little snack, but I will try to adapt to the local time in order to have breakfast. So I will wait a little. I'll just have a snack in the meantime. What do we have? We have some crunchy corn, vinegar and salt. That was served on the plane as snacks and they're super good. Oh yeah, I made an amazing trail mix before leaving France. I put some pistachios, some almonds, some dried cherries, and some pretzels, and it's just so good. So I have a bit of that left as well. They served those little French truffles, and I looked at the ingredients and I can have them because they don't have any lactose in them. I know it's not a good thing to eat first thing in the morning, but I think I'm going to have that.
While waiting for everyone to wake up, I read my book that I purchased just before going to the US. And once everyone woke up, they had this love for coffee. Olivia used to work in a coffee shop, so every morning they make a proper air-pressed coffee, and she explained how to make it, and it was so good. Of course, you have to sweeten it with some maple syrup, and then we just enjoyed our morning conversation. We're gonna go work out. We haven't worked out in a long time. And then on the mission to do a very American thing, we went to work out in someone else's garage, which we don't have that many people in France who actually work out in their garage. It's pretty cool. It was very humid in Georgia, I have to say. I'm not used to that much humidity. It smells like a man out of the shower. Smell it.
I think it smells like a cigar, in a good way.
Or like a wood fire.
Really, it's so shocking that you like that. I would have had no idea.
Guess which country I'm from. After our trip to Madewell, we just ended the night, and on the second day, we went shopping again. I have a love for Target and Whole Foods in the US. Honestly, I could spend so much time there. So we went shopping for some food items and some necessities for our cooking. This is what I'm wearing. This is a new dress that I got as a gift. It's beautiful. And yeah, we have a lot of little sports bras to try, some funky blouses. We've got the goods. French person buying American rosé. On the third day in the US, we went to Olivia's favorite kind of cafe restaurant. You have to know that she is a freelancer, so she was also working while I was there, but she tried to make some time during the day to do fun activities, especially on the first days. And then when she needed to work, I just did things by myself. But on this day we went to Flower Child. We had some really good food. I think I got some kind of wrap and she had a pad thai, and then we went to Goodwill to do some thrifting. And now our trip to where?
China!
To South Africa!
Just kidding. We're going to Asheville, which is in
North Carolina?
North Carolina. I always think Tennessee, but it's right next to Great Smokey Mountain National Park.
And every time it rains, and don't you know it's confident?
Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
Alright.
We have a grilled sandwich with avocado ranch, some fries, some ketchup, some
Oh,
tea.
it's avocado ranch. That's why
Oh.
there's dairy in it. Because
No,
it's
but
buttermilk.
But it's not the dairy the problem, because I can take a pill. It's the soybean oil. Because for that there are no pills. I'll feed you.
Please give me a fry.
I'll give you
immediately.
right now.
It's an emergency.
They're really warm though. You'll burn your. Okay. They're really warm.
Oh, they're so good. These are the best fries.
Give
in
me
the
all
world.
the soybean oil in the world.
I've never had better fries anywhere in the world than Chick-fil-A. I don't think you'll like it.
Yeah, and I do think too, I'm really glad this question was
see what I
asked.
mean?
Our daughter's only 5 years.
So we have been at this coffee shop. It's called Tallulah 1882. It's a tea house, a coffee shop, and they also have a lot of baked goods. And honestly, they are so lovely. It's just that the coffee I have tried, I wanted to do a little funky drink. I took
The flour in the coffee is not good.
I took the lavender coffee, and it was not my favorite.
Mine has rose and pistachios in it, and it's also...
But it's pretty, like it's pink on the top, and the people are very sweet. The women that work there.
The idea of it is nice.
And then she changed my drink for free. She was so kind, and I just got the classic espresso with oat milk and maple syrup to like.
This ride is all about the journey.
This ride is all about the journey.
It was definitely worth going in and getting something. Even
Oh
though
yeah. It's just
now
that
we know we would get something different if we went again.
that's why I always stick to the things I like, because I'm so scared to spend money on things that will not taste good.
This is better.
I'm not an
I agree
adventurer
with you,
when
yeah.
it comes to food.
I'm not really either. Sometimes I'll get something else, but if the whole point of food is to enjoy it,
You will take
and
something
you know for sure you enjoy one specific thing and you're in the mood for it, why would you not just get that?
It makes sense. I don't think I have ever shared. 5 years ago, I was on an exchange year in the state of Georgia in America, and I have met Olivia because she was working at a coffee shop, and since then we have been friends. But since she's living so far away from France, we have been able to see each other only twice, but which is, I think, amazing.
Which is crazy though that it's only been twice. It feels like it's been more than that.
Because we're talking, we're
Yeah.
intentional with our friendship, so we're trying to sometimes write letters, sometimes do a WhatsApp call, sometimes just text each other and ask random questions about life, because the time zones are different. So here in the US, in Georgia, you're 6 hours
yeah.
behind, and in France we're 6 hours ahead. So usually by the time it's noon in the US, it's 6 p.m. in France, so it's very hard to make the time to talk to each other.
We need to make a podcast about intentional friendship, because if we can do it,
Anyone can do it.
anybody can do it.
And it's what we were talking about a few days ago. It's in a friendship, it's not about how far you live, it's about the intention you put in your friendship. So we know that even if we don't see each other all the time, which is really not the case because we are able to see each other every 2 years, but it feels like I know so much about what's going on in your life right now.
We're not catching up when we see each other, we're just getting right into actually living life together.
Yeah.
Whereas people that you only talk to, like if we only talk to each other every 2 years, by the time she leaves, we would only have covered what are you doing for work, where are you living,
But now
those kinds of things.
But we already know those things because we're taking time to text each other and to know like real things like about each other. I don't know only the good, I also know the things you're struggling with, and you too, because
So
that's
now we
real
can,
friendship.
talk about philosophy and
Yeah.
and anything else that we want. We don't have to not waste time catching up, but we get even more because we already are caught up from everyday life.
And I don't remember if we have said it, but we're going to Asheville on a little girls' road trip. And we're listening to a podcast, and every like 10 minutes we're putting the podcast on pause, and then we have like an exchange of opinions about the topic.
We vote yes or no that we disagree or agree with what's being said.
But that's really interesting though, because we're very different. So yeah, that was the part of the vlog about random things, coffee related, lavender coffee,
It's
and
not
friendship.
Hot take: lavender coffee is not good.
Yeah, no, remember that, it's not really good.
The nicest cabin I've ever stayed in.
We have arrived, people, and it's gorgeous. It's so beautiful. I'll show you the view. We're having this entire cabin to ourselves. Olivia, isn't it crazy that we're having this entire cabin to ourselves?
Because we're rich.
No, we're kidding. That's not true.
We're not rich. We just have very generous friends. Oh my god.
That's so cool. It smells like wood. Look at this.
Oh, the security camera.
I want to lay in there. That's so pretty.
We can sit out here in the mornings and drink our coffee.
And you can read your Bible in here. And I can read my book here. That's beautiful. Look, we have some welcome chips, some salsa. Isn't it crazy?
Look at the rugs too. They're really beautiful.
This is very American to have those kinds of rugs in the kitchen. Do you call it a runner or something like this?
Yeah,
I love it.
me too. Oh, look at this little day bed. That's a good reading spot too.
Olive, it's amazing. The view is gorgeous. Pocket guide for deeper conversations. Italian shower. Amazing. There's another room. If I snore, you can come and sleep here. But I will try not to. This is a very typical behavior of mine. I need to check everything that is available in the cupboards in order to do a proper grocery shop. You Americans like your creamers.
We know what we like. We're consistent.
Is that a thing to have that many juices in America? In France, we would have this aisle for wines.
Keep going.
And you have it for juices and chips. It's crazy. What? They sell bonne maman for $7. In France it's like €2. I was in charge of finding small pockets of peanut butter for our hike, but obviously for me, grocery shopping in another country is part of the adventure itself, so I was looking at all the different peanut butters you guys have in the US, and we finished up our little grocery shop for the day. Of course, we bought a little bottle of wine, which was not little in fact, and we enjoyed that for the remaining few days until we got food poisoning, but that's coming up next in the vlog. On that night, I made some vegan pesto after the lovely time we spent on the porch just reading our books, and we chatted, and it was really lovely. It was warm that day. Even though I can have dairy if I have a lactase pill, on that day I wanted to make something that did not require a pill of lactase, so I just made this vegan pesto. If you want to recreate it, you just have to soak, I believe it was either a cup or a bag full of cashews in warm water. Then you put your washed basil leaves, you add water, nutritional yeast, a bit of lemon, salt, pepper, and that's pretty much it. Love and lemon. And now we're gonna watch the TV show. On our day spent, I believe it was in Asheville or in Otto, I don't remember. We had this amazing idea to book ourselves a massage together. It was the most expensive massage I ever had in my life. I think it was like $200 and it was not even that great. We were so sad. And then we went to a diner. I had a Reuben sandwich, which was, by the way, amazing. And we just shopped, even though we didn't buy a lot of things. We walked, it was super nice, and we had another coffee.
We are going on a trip.
Don't let the lifestyle drag you
Smokey
down.
Mountains.
Who knows?
Not there yet. We have like an hour and a half.
We're going for a long hike. It's gonna be nice. We're gonna try the original 100% beef sticks. Welcome to America. Actually, I was surprised that there was one that I could eat because of soy. We have to wait 30 seconds. We want to have a safe hike without any bears.
Baby, if you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far. Don't worry, baby.
Sorry for stopping the music right here, but we're not great singers, so it's probably for the best. Our hike was awesome. It took us probably 3.5 hours to hike 10 kilometers. I think it's about 6 miles. It was pretty tiring though to look for bears. I'm really not used to that in France, to look for bears all the time. But we made it to the top at around 5 p.m. and then we had the time to hike back. And then we had an amazing idea to go for burgers and we got food poisoning.
What can we say, Olive? What exactly happened?
We went to the pits of hell and back, and arrived safely back on Earth this morning.
Yeah, we had food poisoning, which honestly sucks. Doesn't matter if it comes from upstairs or downstairs.
From something spelled B-U-R-G-E-R-S.
That we'll probably not eat for the following weeks. But we're now feeling better. We're sniffing some peppermint oil.
I feel like a hungover sorority girl.
I haven't slept. I feel kind of the same, but without the alcohol.
Or the fun.
Yeah, without the fun for sure. Well, see you in the future when you feel better.
So today is Sunday and my stay in America is almost over. I'm going to leave in 2 days, so on Tuesday afternoon. I have only tomorrow as my whole last day in the US. I have to say I had a lovely time. I don't have any regrets. I enjoyed the presence of my friends. I was able to see Olivia, which is a really good friend. We spent more than a week together and went on a little adventure to the Smokey Mountains 2 days ago. We went for a hike. We had a little food poisoning moment, which was really bad 2 days ago. I was still recovering from it, but I have to say, other than that, it was amazing. So yesterday we went with my friend's parents, with my friend Emma's parents. Can you say that? Yesterday we went with Emma's parents to Trader Joe's, and I have to say it's one of the 3 stores I was the most excited about to go to, because Trader Joe's is just like an amazing world. Like, you enter, you have beautiful flowers, you have beautiful everything. So I bought some dried mangoes, which I loved when I was in the US 5 years ago. The unsweetened dried mangoes. I bought the pineapple, the dried bananas, the little peanut butter pretzels, which are amazing. I think I bought some kind of other snacks. I don't remember right now, but I bought a lot of them because I paid about $70. But I have no regrets to spend money on snacks and food. I'm just chilling in her room. I'm going to have some quiet time and continue reading the 5-Star Weekend by Ellen Hildebrand. I really like it. It was a little bit hard to get into because the way she writes, I don't know how you would say that in English, but she doesn't write as if she was in the main character head, but she talks about the person in the third person, kind of. I don't know if it makes sense. And one of my love languages, I have to say, I really like to tell people that I appreciate them and that I appreciate their company and everything that they have done. So I really want to write this little postcard for Emma's mom, because I already wrote a card for my friend Emma. She left this afternoon, and I'm still staying at her parents. And I really enjoy the company of her mom. Her mom is such a lovely person. Not to get into any details, but I really appreciate, writing letters to people, because I think people don't take enough time anymore to write letters and little post notes, which I think is very sweet. We're so used to using our smartphones for everything that it's a rare occasion when you receive a nice postcard or a nice letter from someone. So I saw this one in the store and I told myself they would be really nice. It has little pies, cheesecakes, and pumpkin pie. Very American. Tomorrow I'm going back to Atlanta and I have my flight on Tuesday. It's a bit chaotic to understand exactly what I did here, but it was pure vacation. I just was able to put my brain completely on off mode and just enjoy the moment, and I'm really happy I did, because it is very hard when you're an adult to switch your brain and stop thinking about all the things you have to do constantly. I don't know if you can relate, but I'm an overthinker and it's tiring. So also being physically far from where I live, where I work, it's very nice because you're just able to 100% disconnect. Oh yeah, one last thing I want to tell you is, with my friend Olivia, we have been to 3 Whole Foods and I think 4 Targets, and those are my favorite store. We had so much fun in those stores, and tomorrow that's actually my 3 last wishes, is to go to Old Navy, Whole Foods, and Target, and that'll be it because I'm almost out of money, and at some point I just need to stop myself because I don't want to overspend. Hello from the car. We got some bagels. Oh no, that's not the right one. We got some bagels from, I think it's called Ideal Bagel & Co. with my friend's mom. And I haven't had a good bagel in years. The best one was in New York, and now I'm just missing the real stuff. So I got a poppy seed bagel with cream cheese, and I took a huge pill of lactase just to make sure I won't be sick. But oh my god, Look at this. Looks amazing. Let's try it. They put a little bit too much cream cheese. I asked them for just a little. Just a little. I don't want to be sick. Oh, but it sounds so good. And on the last day of my trip, Olivia asked me what I wanted to do, and I said I would love to just spend some quality time with you. So I went to a coffee shop, I read my book, she was doing some work, and in the afternoon we went to a few stores. So we went to a Target and a Whole Foods, and that's pretty much it. So at Whole Foods I needed to buy some snacks to have on the plane because I was still feeling a bit sick from my belly. Not sick, but unwell. You know, after food poisoning, it takes a bit of time for your belly to recover. So I purchased a few things, and we also needed to buy some flowers to thank our friend who lended us the cabin we went to. One of the last of all time.
Not of all time.
No.
We'll see how long it stays propped.
It's super warm.
Oh my gosh. Today I think is the hottest day.
Still struggling after food poisoning by those little assholes. Is it good?
And it sounds like a song. I want more berries and that summer feeling. It's so wonderful and warm. Breathe me in.
And we're flying home. Time has come. We have enjoyed the USA. It was nice. So my first flight is from Atlanta to Washington, and then Washington to Geneva, and we're home. To remain authentic to myself, here is me putting my compression socks for my long flight. And that's pretty much it. It was such a good trip. I have zero regrets. I know it can be hard to manage friendships, especially if you live far away or the other person works abroad, but it is so worth it to have those few important friendships in your life. So I was really happy to be able to fly and see Olivia. And I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you very soon, guys. Bye bye.